Hi guys, it's me J Woods reporting live from my beauty room. It isn't much of a beauty room yet, but I'm getting there. I'm sorry if it's kind of echoey. I don't know. You see, this is great because I'm figuring out what I need. I probably need something to like stop echoes. But hopefully you can still understand me. But today I just wanted to review this palette, which is the IBY Beauty. This is called the Ocean Awakening. This retails for $25. I believe they sell it in Macy's and also like other online retailers. That's what it looks like. It almost gives me more of like a summer vibe, like a vacation vibe, but I'm gonna find a way to make it work for the fall because I think it's so freaking gorgeous. How pretty is that palette? So yeah, if you want to see what I come up with, just keep on watching. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go into is called Driftwood. It's this one right here. Basically, it's like a grayish color. Or taupey. So this brand, I honestly don't know much about them, but I googled them and apparently they're based in Los Angeles, and like their main thing is that they're actually cruelty free, and then all their palettes are pretty affordable. Like this one was only $25 and I believe it's 20 eyeshadows, right? Yeah, 20 eyeshadows. So yeah, I'm just taking Driftwood and putting that into my crease area. Alright, so I blended out that color and it went on really nicely. I like the fact that it's sort of like a purpley gray. It just looks super pretty. So next, since I want this to look, you know, full and sexy, I'm going to go into this color. It's called the Suntan. It's like a really pretty pumpkin-y shade. So I'm also going to apply that to my crease. I kept thinking like, what type of look am I going to do? I think I'm going to do a halo eye just because then I could use like the most eyeshadow colors. But yeah, I'm going into Suntan right now. Ooh, honey, the freaking pigmentation, yes. Sometimes when you try to go over like smokier colors, like grayish colors, a lot of times brighter shades like this will just sort of like disappear, but the fact that it's really still like coming through and super strong, that's how you know this is quality, honey. For $25, yes. I love that. I hate when like eyeshadow palettes, all the shades sort of blend into each other when you put them on your eyes. I freaking hate when that happens, but I love with this, you can see the gray, you can see, you know, this orangey pumpkin color. It's not like disappearing as I'm blending it. You can see, you know, the different layers of shades, if that makes any sense. I'm also going to put some of this on the bottom. Oh my god, that's so bright. I love it. And also on this side, I'm not going to put any in the middle because, you know, I'm doing like that halo effect. So, and I'm only going to put that in the middle section of my eye. Yep, so there it's cut. It's not like a super sharp cut. If you do want to do like a sharper cut, what you want to do is use like a thinner brush than this. But this looks good to me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is first go into the color Catch Rays, which is this green one right here. And then in the middle, I'm going to go over that with this gold color, which is called Daybreak. Because I really want to use like as many different shades as possible. So it almost wears like a glitter. Like you could see like that there is like regular shadow, but there's also like chunkier glitters. So I feel like it's almost like they threw glitter inside of a, maybe like a metallic shadow. Ooh, you can really see it here. How pretty is that? One thing I have been noticing is that this shade is kind of powdery, so I'm actually going to apply it with my finger. I feel like that will help with the powderiness. It's not like horrible. It's not like to the point where I feel like I'm gonna dip my brush and like it's all gonna disintegrate, fall apart. But I do think that with the finger it's just gonna be a lot more intense. Okay, yeah, see? That's a lot more intense. The only thing is that now it looks super sloppy because I did it with my fingers, but whatever, I'm gonna fix it. Alright, so now I'm gonna go into the yellow shade, which is Daybreak. It's this like metallic gold color, and I'm just gonna put that in the middle for now. Okay, so that gives it a nice little effect. And this gold one, it definitely isn't as powdery as the other one. I think the other one, since it has like sort of glitter in it, that's what's making it kind of powdery. But it's also what makes it really pretty, so. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty good. So I'm actually gonna go on the bottom as well. So I'm just going with like that green shade. Ooh. Yeah, so I don't know if you could tell down here how it's just like a lot of, can you see it? I hope you can see it. But a lot of like that glitter is down here, but it looks like it's only happening with that green shade. So I probably should have wet my brush, but too late now. All right, so now I'm going to go into this brown. It's called Dune right here. So it's like this matte brown. Okay, this shade isn't as intense, which is fine. Sometimes you need shades like that in a palette. But I do like the way that it's going on. This one isn't powdery, so that's a plus. That's what it looks like with the brown. I'm gonna lightly go into that matte black and sort of add it to where the brown meets the gray. Just like sort of try to blend it in there. Hopefully I'm successful and I don't ruin my entire look. Okay, yes. So that added some, like, it deepened, it added some intensity without being too much. I'm going to go into this color, it's called Salty. And I'm just going to add that into my inner corner. This one is kind of powdery, yeah. I guess I'll just by putting my brush into it. You know what, I'm gonna go over this shade with a highlighter. So I don't know, I feel like it's kind of mixing with the matte black. Oh, now it's like coming through more. Ooh, these shadows are freaking intense. I'm just gonna take this Ultra highlighter. It's called Moon Dance. Yeah, Moon Dance. I'm just gonna dip my brush into it a little bit, and I'm just gonna go over like the inner corners. So I know I probably look crazy right now, but it's all gonna come together, okay? Anyway, so I'm gonna use the NYX, what the hell is this? Black retractable thing. I'm just gonna put this on my waterline. I'm gonna use this little baby. This is the mini tattoo liner. I think this was the like gift from Sephora this year, or last year, or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to apply two mascaras. The first one is a Suede London. It's called the Wonder Wand Mascara. I love like the weight of this. It feels so luxurious, but it's kind of clumpy on my lashes, to be honest. So after I use that, I use this little mini Man Eater by Tarte, because this one is one of those like silicone brushes, so it's better at like separating the lashes, whereas the Suede one, it's like a regular brush. Even though it's like fat and thick, it's just, mine should be really comfy. Since this is such like a big fat wand, you definitely want to look down when you apply it. If not, it will be all over your lid. And even when I look down, a lot of times I still get it all over my lid. Alright, so now I'm going to do my lips. I pretty much always wear a liquid lipstick or just like a regular lipstick. Today I want to switch it up a little bit, so I'm going to use a lip liner and a lip gloss, which is going to kill me because I hate lip glosses. But at the same time, I don't want all of my looks to always look exactly the same. So I'm going to have to, you know, switch it up every once in a while. So I'm just going to go with this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and the shade is Los Angeles. I'm just gonna line my lips. I wish the shade was like more brown. I think that it would like complement the look more. But yeah, so I'm gonna take another lip liner. This is in the shade Sienna by a brand called Sabon Ink. I don't know where they sell it or where it's from. I think it's from like one of those like Ipsy or BoxyCharm things. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill my lip. I think that looks okay, I guess. I don't know. I never like, you know, do my makeup like this, so I don't know. So I'm going to use the Pixie Chloe Morello. This is like a really sparkly lip gloss. I'd definitely much rather a regular lipstick, but I'm loving how juicy my lips are looking. Alright, so here we have it, our finished smoky, sexy fall look using the IBY Ocean Awakening palette. So just speak about this palette a little bit more. What I do appreciate about this palette is that they have a nice mixture of matte shades as well as like pearly types of shades like this, and then they also have, I think they only have 2 shades that are like kind of glittery, but I really do love pretty much all the colors in this palette. Yeah, all the colors are like super cute. You can get really creative with these shades. The fact that it's only $25, it's totally worth the money, honey. Like the way that these shadows apply, it's so beautiful, it's so pigmented, and I love the fact that when you blend it out, the color is still there. Like you can still see the oranges that I added, the gray that I added behind that orange. You can sort of see all of those shades coming through, whereas sometimes even with like luxury palettes, like you'll start blending things out and you're just like, why is this disappearing? Why is this becoming a brand new color? But with this, the pigmentation definitely stays there, it definitely pops. It looks so beautiful. Although some of the colors are a little bit powdery. I feel like the only one that was super powdery was like that glittery one. The pearly shades aren't powdery at all, and the mattes aren't really powdery, which is like shocking because usually mattes are the shades that have like the most issues with being powdery, but they weren't. So I definitely love this palette. I feel like this brand is like slept on because boom, my eyes are popping, okay? So first off, if you have any other suggestions for brands that are slept on like this IBY, definitely let me know. The only thing I don't like about this palette is like the packaging, all right? Like the palette, it feels beautiful. It has a nice size mirror on it, which you know is an essential, but look at the font. What is that? And look at like the image on it. Like this literally looks like something that like I could have made when I was like 8 years old. You know, I could have opened up freaking PowerPoint and just like made this as like a slide. This looks like a PowerPoint slide. It does not look like the front of like a beautiful high quality, you know, makeup palette. So yeah, I don't know, it is inexpensive, I totally get that, but at the same time it's like ColourPop palettes are around the same price, and they're like palette art, I don't know what to call it, whatever's in front of their palette is always like beautiful and, you know, creative, whereas this literally, like it literally looks like a PowerPoint slide. Like you're about to give a presentation about like the ocean and not littering or something. Like that's what it looks like. Like that font, I don't know, it's like so basic. This like sky and ocean, it's like so basic. That's like my only complaint. Whereas if I just would have seen this, I would have been like, I'll pass on that palette. But then if I would have just seen the inside, I would have been like, hell yes, this is gorgeous. So that's really like my only, I guess, complaint. This palette is beautiful. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, let me know what you think about this little smoky, fall, dramatic look. And make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.